My name's Dirk Larson. I'm the Buildings Program Coordinator for the City of Portland. I manage the Home Energy Score program, and I also manage our commercial energy reporting program as well. And then I get to work on policy development in my when I'm not busy, which I don't know when that is. So Portland's had a Home Energy Score program since 2016. After 3 city council hearings and several amendments, Portland City Council unanimously adopted our home energy score ordinance on December 14th, 2016. And I think the main driver to make this happen was our 2015 climate action plan, which had a goal to reduce emissions by 80% by 2050. And residential buildings account for almost half of the emissions. So our goals from that plan were to educate people on energy efficiency and CO2 emissions for their homes. And then we wanted to get an inventory of assets within within our city, because as you all know, if you don't know what you have, you don't have anything to measure. So really knowing what we have and having things to measure really helps that. Our funding, it just comes out of our general fund. People always ask how much the city of Portland costs, and we spend about the equivalent of 1 FTE on the home energy score program for half of my position, and then our outsourced help desk as well. Champions, when we stood this up, gosh, we reached out to a lot of folks. Of course, Odo and Roger were champions, and Earth Advantage and some other folks. But we reached out to representatives from the real estate industry, energy efficiency and home performance folks, energy efficiency advocates, equity organizations representing low-income homeowners, communities of color, tenants and advocates for ownership and affordable housing, as well as citizens. Our rollout, gosh, we couldn't have done the rollout. We couldn't have done a lot without the partnership we had with Earth Advantage, who worked with us, and also Odo to help roll out the program. Next slide. So yeah, we were asked how we manage our program, and like I said, I spent about half my time managing the program, but our help desk is actually outsourced to Earth Advantage, who performs compliance checks, customer service, and also helps with program management assistance. And I think the consistency and the institutional knowledge, and also the feedback I get from them regularly, has been invaluable. We had, my position was actually vacant for a little while the other person left to go somewhere else. My position was vacant, so I was able to they really helped me hit the ground running when I started working there, and I think that's really important especially when there's turnover in programs. You need that institutional knowledge, and they were really good about providing that. They have a team of folks with deep industry knowledge being able to provide feedback and guidance, and I meet with them on a regular basis. It's been incredibly valuable for me. And they also, like Roger was saying, help manage the Green Building Registry, which is a repository for homes with ratings like HES and HERS and other ratings, and provides custom reports to meet community needs. They have what they're calling Home Energy Labeling Partnership, and that includes training, policy guidance, and helps manage home performance data, and EA has been an excellent partner. Next slide. So our progress to date, I noticed my number is about the same as Peter's. I guess most of the home energy score numbers have been coming out of Portland for the state, but so we have about 35,000 scores since January 1st. We have roughly 50 assessors for Portland, and as Roger stated before, we have other cities within our metro area that also have home energy score requirements, so we share that assessor pool with them. And that consists of contractors, appraisers, home inspectors, energy efficiency contractors, folks with real estate backgrounds, independent scoring businesses, home performance contractors, and energy modelers. Next slide. So looking ahead, like I said, I manage the home energy score program, but I also manage the commercial energy reporting program, which has been a bit more of our focus on policy development. We've done about 2 years of policy development to come up with the climate and health standards for existing buildings. And that was led by a community of Black, Indigenous, and persons of color folks called the Building Community Shifting Power Coalition, who came up with these HEART standards. And out of these HEART standards and out of our further stakeholder engagement, there was a clear preference that renters wanted to know what the assets were in the apartment they were moving into, what the cost would be, and just what they could expect. So hopefully by spring of next year, we'll pass this and also pass a expansion of the home energy score program to include all rentals in the city of Portland. We'll see how that goes. And also, I think probably like everyone else on this call, what do we do with IRA? How do we, with the, how does the data we've collected from these 35,000 homes incorporate into the IRA policy? How do we help them get the word out? Will there be a pre and post retrofit use for home energy score? Has been one of my questions as well. Next slide. And yeah, thanks everybody. Here's my contact information. I'm more than willing to chat with anybody, so please reach out.